Okay. I can do this. And then there's nothing there. Whew, welcome. You're probably wondering what's going on right here. Well, that was a little demonstration of a writer pounding their head against a wall called mental block. And friends, it ain't pretty. That's why I look like this, all crazy and shit. Okay. So writer's block. Something I prefer to call artist block. Okay, sometimes. Because usually the art will always want to flow out in all directions. But there's something blocking it. And usually that is a disconnect between the writer and the artist. But I have a few simple exercises that you can use to get through that. And believe it or not, they actually work. I'm going to show you or describe to you one of those today. And it's one of my favorites. Why? Because it involves music. And if music be the food of life, play on, my babies. Okay. This little exercise is something that I have given to other writers, and every one of them, to a fault, have come back to me saying, oh my God, this was amazing. It worked perfectly. So now I give it to you. Now, I should also say that this doesn't just work with writing. It will work with any kind of artistic block that you can come up with. Why? Because it challenges your brain to think outside of its normal path. Okay, here's what you do. Very simple. Take a song. Take a song that just happens to be one of your favorites, that you've heard over and over and over and over again. Okay, now what you need to do is you need to kind of isolate yourself so that this is all you hear. So maybe some headphones or listen to it in a room with all the doors closed. You need to be able to focus on this song. And what you need to do is you need to listen to it with a different ear. What you're going to do is you're going to focus on a different instrument in the song. Usually what I tell people is to isolate the bass instrument of the song and follow that bass line of the song from beginning to end. Just listen to it carefully. You'll not only hear the song in a completely different way, by the end of the song your brain will be working in a different manner than it's used to working. You will have followed in complete opposition to what your brain and your ears and your heart want to follow. And by following that, now I happen to be a big fan of the bass, so sometimes I have to even go outside of that and listen to a completely different instrument like the bass drum or even just a snare. Those rhythms and those melodies, completely different than what you're used to hearing, will inspire something inside of you. And it'll drive you through that writer's block. I promise you this will work. Let me give you an example here. I'm going to have a song playing up here in the ether, and I want you to focus on the bass line. Just listen to it very carefully. I'll just stand here and, I don't know, look pretty for y'all. Okay, that's probably enough. If you were able to focus on the bass line, really hear it, your brain, you should feel something click. Something in your brain, or your heart, or your soul, whatever. But it'll get you working. It'll help you through that writer's block. Give it a try. Isolate yourself, put some headphones on, put on a song you love that you've heard 1,000,000 times over, and listen to it in a different way, and I promise you, you'll get beyond that writer's block. Oh, by the way, the song that I played up there was One of my favorite songs of all time, Nothing More's This Is the Time. Listen to that song. It's a great one, and it's got a good bass line. I'll come back again some other time with some more tips on getting through writer's block and other tips about how to be a better writer. Thank you so much for listening. And to those of you who have bothered to read my words, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, and write on, babies.